After the interception, here's Jackson being chased out left. Letting one go deep. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Brady will try again on second down. And it's hauled in by Ben Watson. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
To throw, it's Brady. And that's complete. It's Watson. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action.
Looks for White, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Onwuasor. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor.
And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Patrick Onwuasor. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
And as a defender, if you go with 2 interceptions in a game, that's pretty rare in the NFL. You might see one guy a weekend do that. But to have 2 in the first quarter, that's something you don't see all that often. I have a feeling they'll think twice about throwing in his direction too often.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Jackson now, throwing again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jason McCourty, a safety blitz and a sack. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by Duron Harmon.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And last time, 1 play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
Reset.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brady. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off right around the 43. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Jonathan Jones that time, the one who got a hand in, knocked it away. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Jackson. Dancing to his left. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
You don't want to throw away this excellent field position, but that's 2 incomplete passes in a row. Definitely need something big here on 3rd and 10.
Conversely, defense has done a good job on 1st and 2nd down. The coverage has been draped. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Jackson from the shotgun. Forced out to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Kyle Van Noy drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker, Justin Tucker, out onto the field. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Buzz. 58's the money. 58. Sugar.
To throw is Brady. He's got White here. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
New England on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michelle, and he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. A nice 1st down pickup on a gain of 6.
Each team has its own terminology. Some people call it jumbo, some call it monster, some call it king. But it doesn't really matter. They brought in the big lumber to pick up that 1st down.
Yeah, you think about goal line defense with the goal line offense that time getting it done. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. Dorsett's got it. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report.
They're running it. 58, boys. 58. 58, Mike. Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Stay with your man.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Brady. To Michelle on the dump off. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
That's another Patriots.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
57's Mike. Mike, 57. Hey, let's
go up. No, 66.
Mike, 56.
Hey, wahoo!
Watch the pass. 57's the Mike. 56.
All right, here we go. Check it, reload.
From the gun, it's Brady. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. The 20, 10, and he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
But number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. You did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Brady's throw there, incomplete. Partner, earlier I asked you about some teams that were underperforming so far. Well, right now let's play a game arrow up, arrow down. I'll give you teams that are kind of in the middle of the pack. You tell me if they're going to go up or down second half of the season. Let's start with the Raiders at 3 and 4.
Arrow up. I think they're going to beat the teams they're supposed to beat, and they will beat someone good down the stretch.
Okay. Now, Jacksonville, they're 500 right now, 4 and 4.
Yeah, but their division is conducive to their arrow going up.
And now here is another interception. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. And the pressure gets to him again. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Now after that sack, it's third and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
I'm coming. Watch the twitch. Watch the twitch.
Here's Jackson throwing on third and long. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A nice pickup of 23 on the third down conversion. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Brady. Complete to Dorsett.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Here's Brady to throw. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
29. Alpha.
First and 10 at the 45-yard
They're not
line.
ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
Kill, kill, kill.
Alpha.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. That's out to his running back, Michelle. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now Brady, and that one finds the ground, breaking a string of 5 straight completions. And it brings up 2nd down. No, third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Get the ball right here. Let's go.
Hey, 66.
58 to Mike. 58. 58 to Mike.
Shadow.
Brady to throw again. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Brady. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 36. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Let's get off the field.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. Incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
To throw is Jackson. To throw again. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there, and it's third down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Jackson. And he's got Snead. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? Let's go.
And Jackson throwing once more. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jamie Collins came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. 2nd down and goal. Jackson rolling to his right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Seth Roberts, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Well, his struggles continue. Open targets, and he keeps missing them, pressing way too much. He may have a big arm, but until he learns how to harness it and have some touch, he's going to continue to struggle.
He may try and run for... And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
They're still going to go for it on 4th and goal, even after the penalty. No sign of the field goal team. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And that is going to be incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Alabama, 380.
Tight as Ringo. Tight as 380.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Patrick Owasor able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Now Brady. That's complete to Wayne. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
The Pats do snap it. It's Brady. Now this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
Throwing is Jackson. Being chased out left. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And that is incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Check 25. Check 25.
On 4th down, Jackson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Jonathan Jones that time, the one who got a hand in, knocked it away. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that, saying, oh, wow. Talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
Easy.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And now here is another interception. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Oh, yeah.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Devin McCourty picks it off. 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. On 3rd down, Mark Ingram. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Check 24. Check 24. Check 52. Check 9. Check 9.
Here's Ingram. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Ingram. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Ingram. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. This is Ingram. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Snead's got it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play. And sometimes it can break big.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Jackson to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Jackson. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more,